I thought it'd be. No, it's not doing that. I'm thinking it's gonna make us go this way, which means we're gonna, oh, hi, we're live. Okay, hello everyone. We are just getting our phone set up. There we go. Welcome. Hi everyone. Okay, Jane, we might have to scoot in a little bit closer. Hi guys. Thank you for being here. Welcome to today's live. I'm so excited to be here. Hi Deborah. Hi Kathy. Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hi everyone, this is Jane. We're gonna be going live. We're gonna be starting in a few minutes. We're just gonna give people time to come on. Hey Kelly, hey Joni, hey Lisa, hey Monica. Thank you guys for joining us. We're so excited. I'm so excited about this live, Jane. I'm a little nervous too, so.
You're nervous. This is my first one.
Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, we're so excited you're here. We're gonna just give everybody a few minutes to pop on, but we do wanna kind of share what you guys can expect in today's live. So Jane and I are makeup free. We're gonna be doing our makeup, getting ready together, talking about our favorite products. We're gonna be using all Jane Iredale products, of course, and some BK Beauty brushes, and everything that we use in today's live, you guys can get with a special promo code, Jane20. You can use that on both janeiredale.com and you can use it on bkbeauty.com during this live. So if there's anything you wanna grab, open another window and shop it while that discount is live. Hi Dina, hi Lisa, hi Hannah. Oh my gosh, Gracie's here. Everyone say hi to Gracie. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, so we have almost 200 people here. Hey Jan, so excited to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Hey Carrie, Jennifer, tell us, drop a comment, let us know where you guys are streaming from. We are in the Berkshires. I've actually been here since Sunday. I've had the most incredible week here. If you follow me on Instagram, you've kind of seen some behind the scenes. This is my third year to come, so thank you for always hosting me. You and your team are so incredible.
We love it when you're here.
So we had the first few days, we had some other creators here, and we had what I would refer to as like the most epic sleepover ever. We had so much fun getting a tour of Jane's office. We did spa sessions at Miraval, and then I got to stick around to film some content with Jane today.
And I learned about TikTok.
Yes.
I did my first TikTok.
And it was incredible, you're natural. We have another one going up later today, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, head over there and check that. Okay, so we have over 200 people. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we had a little, as it typically goes, a little snafu before starting this. I was hoping I could orient the camera to be wide so you could see more of Jane and I. So if you will bear with me for 1 minute, Maria, do you mind maybe if we pull the camera, the tripod back a little bit? Jane and I can have a little more space. This is the beauty of lives, you guys. There's just always a little last minute unexpected. Can we use, well this one, can we not raise this one and put this one on the ground? We'll see if we can do that. Because I think if we pull it back further, they'll give her and I a little more breathing room. Okay, so bear with us guys, we're gonna adjust real quickly. Okay, perfect. Oh, we love you too, Dina. I can still read everyone's comments. My eyes haven't failed me yet. Okay. Oh, BK Beauty's here. Hey, Lyric. Hey, Kiana. Okay, this is great. Yeah, this looks great. And then if we can maybe scoot back a little bit. Let me see. Perfect. Okay. I think. How's that look, Maria? Is that stable on the ground? Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. We're just gonna be a little close and personal for this. Is that okay?
I hope so.
Okay. Okay, so it's 11:03. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're just joining us, I'm gonna just mention a few things that are important to know. We're gonna be doing giveaways every 10 minutes, so stay on the live as long as you can. I've got Maria from my team here. She'll be helping me catch comments and questions, so feel free to leave your comments and questions. We'll answer them when we can. We have giveaways, yes, every 10 minutes we're gonna be giving away a Jane Iredale product paired with a BK Beauty brush. So each giveaway winner every 10 minutes is gonna receive both the Jane Iredale and a BK Beauty product. So stay as long as you can. We have little prompts. The first giveaway, we're gonna go ahead and start it right now. And to enter that giveaway, you just have to comment with something that makes you feel beautiful. So it could be a makeup product, it could be a person in your life, it could be an outfit, just anything that makes you feel beautiful, leave a comment and we will, oh, okay, so so we're gonna project a little louder, I think people.
Okay.
And so leave a comment with something that makes you feel beautiful, and in about 10 minutes, we're gonna pick the first giveaway. So I love these comments. My grandson makes me feel beautiful. Lipstick.
Oh, that's so
love that.
lovely.
For me, it's brows or concealer. What about you?
Brows.
Brows, yeah.
Yeah, well, concealer helps now. This age, the concealer helps.
I think concealer helps at every age. After the age of like 30, I think it helps at every age.
Okay,
Yeah.
but when you get, yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
So I have a little bit of my tinted SPF on that I applied this morning. I'm going to remove that.
Okay.
And I'm excited because I'm going to use this product.
Magic Mitt.
And I want you to talk about it because you're
Yes.
probably going to speak to it better than I can.
Yes, I found this product, oh gosh, years ago at a makeup show, and I had no idea it was going to still be with us all these years later. It's a microfiber, and we called it Magic Mitt because it really does take off your makeup just with water, leaving the acid mantle intact. It'll take off waterproof mascara. So I've left these in every bathroom all over the world because I always travel with it, always forget to take it when I'm leaving. But I really can't live without this product. I use it every single day, twice a day.
So I just have a little bowl of water here. There's no makeup remover, just water. And I have to say, when we came in the other day, I had a full face of makeup on. And I used this and it took everything off.
Yeah, it does. And when I take my mascara off, I just go like this with the mitt underneath my lashes and like that and keep going until I've got it and I look at it all off and then wash the Magic Mitt. And when you just hang it up to dry, it becomes sterile.
Sterile. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But do you have to wash it, like, remove the makeup every few uses, or?
Yeah, every few uses.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to a point where you think, no, I'm putting more gunge on my face than I'm taking off. You just get your soap or wash it off. I used to religiously wash it every time I used it, but I've had it for so long now, I just give it 2 or 3 goes
Okay,
before I wash it. Yeah.
Okay, so now that I have my tinted SPF on, I'm gonna go in and start to hydrate my skin. We have over 400 people on this live. Welcome. So we've had a lot of new people join us. Real quickly, we are doing giveaways every 10 minutes. So we've got one going now. Maria's got a little timer. And we're gonna be giving away a BK Beauty and a Jane Iredale product, so stay as long as you can. All you have to do to enter is comment something that makes you feel beautiful. And it could be anything. It could be a person, it could be a product, it could be a hairstyle, whatever it is.
Could be the way your dog looks at you.
Yes, and if you want to shop any of these products, anything we're using, you can use Jane20 on janeiredale.com and also on bkbeauty.com. Okay, and if you're gonna be here the whole live, I apologize in advance because I'm gonna be saying that throughout the live just for the new people that are joining. Okay, I'm gonna go in and start to prep the skin. I'm gonna use the Beauty Prep Hyaluronic Serum.
So am I.
My skin has been so dry, especially this week, traveling, it's so dehydrated. So this is a lightweight serum that has hyaluronic acid. This is a really great step to prep the skin for makeup. It's also a great step to layer before your moisturizer if you want to really attract and pull hydration to the skin.
Hyaluronic acid will attract 400 times its weight in water.
That's incredible. And it's so lightweight.
It's so lightweight, and you just feel it just absorbing in, but your skin feels amazing afterwards. It really feels hydrated.
I like to put a little hyaluronic acid serum underneath my eyes before I apply concealer, because even if I do my skincare in the morning, by the time I'm applying concealer or makeup, that skin is so dry.
Yes.
So I'll do a little bit of that just before concealer, and that helps fill in the lines, plump the skin.
Yeah, well, not my lines, but the skin under the eyes is a different type of skin from the rest of the face. It doesn't have sebaceous glands, so
it's drier.
So it will automatically be drier.
Yeah,
so
and
it needs
thinner.
all the help it can get.
It's thinner
and
skin.
Thinner.
And it's the first place we start to show texture, fine lines, expression lines. So makeup can actually magnify texture. So in concealer, funny enough, is the most pigmented, heaviest product that you'll use in your makeup routine. So when you're applying a heavy product on dry, thin, textured skin, you really have to be careful. Skin prep is so key. You guys, we have 600 people here. I am freaking out. Thank you for being here. This is so exciting.
It's just like painting a wall. You wouldn't just slap paint on a wall without putting a primer on. So this gets the skin ready to take whatever it is you want to put on it. And if I'm being really, really lazy, Saturday morning I'm going to the farmer's market, I'll put the hyaluronic acid and then just brush pure press base on top, and that's it.
Yeah.
I've got my sun protection and a little bit of shine gone.
Okay, so I just went in and applied the face moisturizer, the Beauty Prep Face Moisturizer. This smells like a glass of orange juice.
I know, it's so wonderful.
So nice
so
and fresh.
And you see, it is not sticky and if I put this on at night, in the morning my skin still feels just moist. And
I like this because usually I've had like a nighttime moisturizer and a morning moisturizer, and the nighttime is usually heavier, morning is usually lighter because I layer makeup. But this I feel could really double as both.
It does.
It's not too heavy, but it's rich enough for night, but it also layers well under makeup.
Yeah.
So it's very
And I also think it's good to let the skin breathe once in a while. So at nights I don't put anything on. I just think, okay, skin, it's all yours all night. Do your thing.
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's easy to get, you know,
Over product.
yes, especially today,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
As I'm about to apply my third product and I have like 20 sitting in front of me, but let's go ahead and start. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the Hydro Pure Tinted Serum. And this is gonna give me a little bit of coverage. It's also gonna give me a little hydration. And this is like I always like to apply a tinted product before I go in with my foundation so that I can use less foundation. Or on days where I want to skip foundation, sometimes I'll just pair like a tinted product like this with concealer and that'll be enough. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to use Dream Tint, which is something I use every single day. It's got an SPF. It's a physical sunscreen. And I was told a long time ago, don't waste product by putting in the palm of your hand. It can't do anything for your skin there. Put it on the back of your hand, and it just, that little patch on the back of your hand gets lots of good stuff. So back of hands are very important, right?
Yeah, as a makeup artist, when I was a makeup artist, I would always use the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used that product.
Oh, this is.
I don't think I've ever tried that. I feel like I thought I
Dream
tried
Tint.
everything.
It's something I wear every day. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going on top of the HA because I don't feel I need a moisturizer when I use it. It is a tinted moisturizer,
Okay.
and it's.
And it comes in several different shades, or is it
Yeah,
kind of
lots of different shades.
Okay.
So this is medium light. There's light.
Carrie's
medium light.
asking, what is Jane using? Carrie, she's using a tinted moisturizer, Dream Tint.
Dream Tint.
Yes, it has an SPF of 15. Okay, do you guys hear that? That is time. It's time for our first giveaway. So Maria's gonna grab a giveaway winner. Okay, so the next giveaway we're about to queue up is comment your favorite beauty hack. Okay, so that's gonna be the next giveaway. But Maria, let us know who's the winner so we can celebrate her.
The winner is Elena Polshavok. She said, I will say my new granddaughter, but truthfully nothing makes me more beautiful than makeup.
Oh, I love that. Did you guys hear that? So tell me her name again so I can shout her out. Elena
Polshavok.
Polshavok. She says her granddaughter makes her feel beautiful. So congratulations, Elena. If you are still here, leave a little comment so we know that you know that you're the winner, and email vip@bkbeauty.com. Let us know your shipping address and we'll confirm everything and we'll get your products out to you. Okay, you guys, so the giveaway number 2 is starting and it's comment with your favorite beauty hack. Okay,
So one other thing I want to say about this, by the way, this Dream Tint, any foundation that you put on, don't forget you have a neck. You don't want, first of all, the sun protection is really great. We get a lot of sun damage here, especially around here. And you want to make this look as if it's part of this and not as if it belongs to somebody else. So make sure you get down, and as you're doing this, you know you're hydrating your neck and you're also evening out the skin tone on your neck.
Gina, I'm gonna have you scoot over a little more to me.
Yeah.
A little bit closer maybe to your chair. Okay, and then what foundation are you gonna be using today?
Well, I'm going, I kind of do this, and then I do the Pure Press base on top.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the Skin Tuition today.
Yes. And I love Skin Tuition. I just haven't got into the habit of using it yet, but I do wear it at night because it gives me really totally flawless coverage.
Yeah. So I'm going in with the Enlighten Plus Concealer, and I use the shade 1. This was one of these products, I used this years ago, I loved it, and then, you know, in my job, I use so many products, test new products. So, because I love a product, but then I forget about it because I'm testing so many things. I pulled this out last month and I haven't put it away since. It has been my go-to concealer. So what I love about this concealer is the coverage is phenomenal, but it's very hydrating. And again, underneath the eyes, do you want something hydrating? I love the color of this. So if you can see, it has like this peach undertone. So it's not only gonna conceal, but it's also gonna color correct. If you're someone that uses a color corrector and a concealer, you might find that this is all you need. Very hydrating, but it doesn't crease. It stays in place all day. I love it. I also love the applicator. It's this little cool tip. So I'll squeeze it and apply it like I just did. Then I'll just use the applicator to spread it. I'm not adding more product. I'm just spreading what's there. And then I'll go and blend with the brush. Oh my gosh, we have so many comments coming in. Maria, definitely call out if there are any questions that we need to address. I love this. I love seeing everyone's favorite beauty hack. My favorite beauty hack is, oh, sorry, the comments are going so fast. Underpainting, that's a good one, Jean. Underpainting. Do you know what underpainting is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So shall I use
Yeah,
my
you-
concealer?
Yeah, go in.
Okay,
Concealer.
so this is Pure Match, and then this is fairly new for us. And what's new for me, because I was born in England and my skin was pretty even, being over here in the sun, I find I've got this hyperpigmentation, which I really don't like. So I've got a patch right here, so I'm going to put a little bit on there. I do my fingers a lot. I use my fingers a lot. And this is the most recessed area of the face right here. So I'm going to put a little there, but not too much because I don't want it to crease. And then I'm going to
Which
use
shade are
my-
you?
This is 4N.
4N. Okay, and
Yeah.
by the way, I didn't even mention this. Shame on me. In the description box, you guys, we'll have all the products listed and linked with the shades that we're using. So if you have any questions, you can find it in the description box. We also have the code Jane20, which you can use on Jane Iredale's website and get 20% off any of these products during the live. And then also on BK Beauties, you can use that discount code as well, Jane20.
Glam Girl Gabby is here.
Gabby's here. Hey girl, hey. Gabby was here with us earlier this week, and like I said, we just had the best time. Gabby?
Now the other place you can put concealer, so it's good for, especially for a mature face, is just to do a little dip it down the middle of the nose and a little bit in the bow of the lips, and just highlight that area.
Okay, I would love for you to share a kind of short, abbreviated version of how you started Jane Iredale, what you were doing and what inspired you.
Yeah, I was in the entertainment business, working as a casting director, producer, working with a lot of models, actors, all of them trying to keep their skins healthy because in those days there was no such thing as Photoshop. But they were having to wear makeup they really didn't like. So my idea in the beginning was, let's find a foundation that's actually good for the skin, that people enjoy wearing, don't want to take it off as soon as they come off the set. And that's what, an Amazing Base was the first one that the makeup artist started using on actors and models. And then it all developed from there.
And here we are.
Yeah.
How many years later? 32 years later?
32.
32 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Incredible. Okay, I'm going to go in with Skin Tuition. This is Jane Iredale's most recent foundation launch. It launched earlier this year. So I would describe the coverage of this to be buildable. I'd say it gives a good medium coverage, which is all I need. I don't need a full coverage, and I think most of us don't, even though we think we do. And I think this gives a very skin-like finish. So the skin's not going to look matte, but it's also, I find that it doesn't look like dewy or shiny on me. I live in Texas, and so I'm always, I naturally lean more matte because I'm in Texas and it's
Of
so
course,
hot.
yeah.
But this gives me a little bit of a radiance, but it still lasts and looks good all day. I don't have to worry about this looking sweaty or oily.
And the SPF is so important.
And there is SPF in this, yes.
50, yeah.
Yes, and so I am wearing the shade 36, which is light medium. And I just do a little pump on the back. I'm actually probably not even gonna use all of this. I probably applied too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty 106 brush. And I'm just gonna pick up a little bit. Do you see, I just picked up a little bit. I'm actually gonna kind of work it into the back of my hand to kind of pre-blot and remove some of the excess. And then I always like to start in the center of my face when I apply my foundation, because I find that's where I need the most coverage. That's where the sun hits my face. I have more discoloration there, more redness. So I always start where I need the most coverage, because that's where you're gonna apply and deposit the most product, right? By the time I get out here to the perimeter of my face, most of the product is now off the brush, so I'm not gonna over apply. I'm not gonna get harsh lines. It's just gonna look more natural and seamless.
So I think what you're talking about is really what's called the aesthetic triangle, which sort of goes from the chin to the corner of your eyebrow and across, and that's the aesthetic triangle, and that's the area that you really want to pull out through a contrast.
I've never heard that, I love that.
And that is a very good way, by the way, of looking at where your brows end. So
Yes.
corner of the mouth, edge of the eye, the brows end on that aesthetic triangle.
I love that. Yes, I have done that before. I've taken a brush and and kind of used it as a guide.
That looks great.
Isn't it pretty?
It looks so good.
And honestly, I don't even think I need more than, I mean, look at how much I'm not using.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
Yeah.
gonna use all of that. On the forehead, I really don't need a lot of coverage. So if you notice, I'm kind of moving my brush in large, more circular motions and sweeping across. When I'm trying to build coverage, I will press and dab. When I'm trying to sheer out, I will sweep and do much larger motions. Really get that brush to spread and sheer out the product.
See how she's going down around under the chin? It's very important.
So pretty. Okay, if you're just joining us, you guys, we're doing giveaways every 10 minutes. So right now, the prompt to enter the giveaway is just leave a comment with your favorite beauty hack. We've got a few more minutes on it. We're gonna queue up another one as soon as this one's over. So hang out as long as you can. Hi, Gail. Hi, Jean. Hi, Carol. What brush am I using? I'm using the 106 brush. And everything I'm using and Jane is using will be listed and linked in the description box. So if you have any questions, you can always reference that and see.
Such a pretty handle on those brushes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I wanted something, when I designed these brushes, I wanted something that performed at a pro level, but that also was very easy for the everyday, you know, consumer to use, whether you love makeup or you're just starting. And I also wanted it to be beautiful on your vanity. I was tired of just seeing, I felt like the professional brushes that had more of a pro aesthetic were all black.
Yes, always,
Right?
always.
And so I
black,
wanted
black,
something
black.
beautiful and
Yes.
different.
Yeah. No, these are gorgeous, and they really are so effective.
I tend to overblend. Do you ever do that? I spend so much
There is
time.
no, you know, when I was first learning makeup, the makeup artist said to me, blend, 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 and then blend some more. And when you think you've blended enough, blend more.
I used to work for Mac. I was a trainer for the company, and my boss, she had these best sayings. One of them was, "When in doubt, blend it out." And then if I asked her, like, "Do I have too much blush on?" She'd say, "Is the diamond too shiny?" She had the best little. Actually, Sean knows her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they knew each other back in the makeup days. It's so funny.
I
Small
think
world.
with blush, you always need to, when you finish your makeup, check your blush again, because when you put on and you think you've put on enough, somehow disappears by the time you put the rest of your makeup on. So I
totally
think you really need a second look at blush.
I agree. Because I always do blush and bronzer, and then I go and do eyes. So when you have no
Yes,
eye makeup
exactly.
on, the blush looks like you have enough. But then when you have eye makeup on, you're like, oh, I need a little more. Okay, I'm
totally.
gonna go in and shape my brows. So I have a 2-step routine for my brows.
Oh, good.
I use
I
a
want to see
pencil.
this.
I use a pencil and a gel because I need to create shape. You know, my brows are very uneven. Do you guys see they're uneven? Also, another thing she used to say is brows are sisters, not twins, but they should not be distant cousins. So like, don't obsess over making your brows perfect, because then you get into,
Because then it looks fake.
it looks fake, and it also can be too strong. You know, it's like that fine line. Okay, it's time for another giveaway winner. Let me finish my brow moment, and then we'll announce the winner. So I like to create shape with the pencil, and then I need to create volume with my gel because my hair is really sparse and thin, and you know, I think I'm 42, and I've noticed as I get older, the brow hair gets thinner and it doesn't come back. I don't know.
Especially if you've plucked at some point.
Yes. Okay, Maria's gonna announce the next winner.
The winner is Jessie D. She says, favorite beauty hack is tinted moisturizer with Jane Iredale Pressed Mineral Foundation. Lightly apply on top. It's like magic, not visible, and very skin-like.
I love that. So it's Jessie D.
Jessie D.
Jessie D shared her favorite beauty hack, which is a combo of Jane Iredale products.
Jessie, that's
So-
that's what I do every day. Thank you.
So Jessie, leave us a comment. Let us know you're here. Email us at vip@bkbeauty.com so we can get all your information, and then we're going to get your price out. We're going to get it out soon. We're going to ship it so that you guys receive everything together, the BK Beauty brush and the Jane Iredale. So congratulations, everyone! Congratulate Jessie. Okay, I'm going to move on to brows. What are you doing next?
I am going to do what I always do after I planted my tinted moisturizer. Use my Pure Press base, and I'm going to use this wonderful brush of yours, which is, how would you describe this brush?
This is the 107. So everyone, this is Jane's first time using BK brushes. I'm so honored. This is our 107. This is, I actually love to apply my Pure Press base with this because you can pack on coverage if you want it, but you can also get a more light natural coverage if you want it. It's a flat powder brush, and it's great for powder, for bronzer, for blush. It's very multitasking.
Again, really, really pretty handle. Looks so nice.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to swirl it around my Pure Press. I'm noting that I put on an SPF 15 with the tinted moisturizer, and you can layer sunscreen when it's physical, like titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. You can't do that with chemicals. And at least I'm going to put it in the area where I think I need the most coverage first, which is on that pesky little brown spot there, and then
Work back.
work it out.
I love that. It's my favorite foundation. Okay, you guys.
This
the
is
next...
amber that I'm using because I have yellow undertones, warm undertones as opposed to cool undertones. I'm a great believer in that, by the way, cool and warm, that to enhance, make your eyes look brighter, teeth look whiter. It's really, really important. Now, what I'm also going to do is do a little bit down here because the sun gets you, and you know, as you get older, you start to see things you never saw before. and hate them, but nevertheless.
Well, I want to mention, you guys, the next giveaway, the comment is to comment something you've learned from this live. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read the note here. So leave a comment with one thing you've learned so far in this live, whether it's a technique or a product, and then we're kicking off our next giveaway. Powdering lips before lip liner hack. I love that one.
And this is called a flock sponge, and I developed this really in the very early days when women who were having a lot of lace on their skins were incredibly sensitive, couldn't have anything that pulled in any way. This doesn't, but I always use it because I could put a whole makeup on with just this sponge. And I'm going to go down my face and just take off any excess powder. The hairs on the face go down, so if you finish like that, you're going to end up with hairs with powder covered all over them. You don't want that. So I just take any excess, and also I'm going to use this later to do some blending.
I was at an event with a skin tool device company. They make LED masks and they make microcurrent devices. And the founder of the microcurrent device, she's a celebrity esthetician. And I had my Jane Iredale powder there, and she said, this is all I use, this is all I recommend to my clients. And she said that that's what she uses as her SPF. Like, I think when you hear an esthetician, you know, someone with that credibility, she's like, I've been using it for 20 years, that's all I recommend.
Well, because we started with plastic surgeons and dermatologists, they gave us a lot of credibility, and the estheticians understood that, and that's how, you know, how the company grew through that sort of solid base of credibility.
Okay, so I'm going in with the brow gel, and I'm using the shade Neutral Blonde, and this is just going to help me keep my brows in place and also give a little bit of volume. Okay, everyone's commenting the aesthetic triangle is something they've learned from this. That's something I learned too. I learned that too. Okay, perfect.
Oh, we have a sweet comment from Sarah Bowell. She said, Jane, my mom loved your products and she passed 50 years ago. I love your products because they are high quality and they remind me of her. Your brand spans generations of women. Classic.
Aww.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm getting teary. I've been so emotional all week. I have. I've been like, I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, my lips are dry. I'm going to apply a little bit of the hyaluronic acid treatment on this, on my lips to plump them up. There's something about this climate that has made my skin so dry this week.
And yet we've had so much humidity, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. And it's also probably the cooler temperatures. My Texas body isn't used to it. Okay.
It was cold yesterday, that's true.
Okay, before I move on to bronzer, I'm going to take a little Pure Press base. So this is the foundation Jane just used. I've already applied liquid foundation, but I still want to use this to softly kind of set my liquid foundation, but I don't want it to be too heavy. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the N15. This is a powder brush, and this brush picks up powder and applies it in a much more light, natural way. And I'm going to use this to just softly sweep a little on top. And then I'm going to go in with bronzer. Does that powder have SPF? It does, Ruth.
Yes,
the powder does have SPF.
15.
Which is so nice. And it's a mineral. You want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, so it's a physical sunscreen with titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. That's really, really important because you can actually build a physical sunscreen where you can't with chemicals. It layers on the skin, it refracts and reflects light. UVB and UVA protective. It's also reef safe. So it really won't. A lot of chemical sunscreens interact with the skin and can cause problems. You can actually overheat by wearing too much sunscreen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this will let the skin breathe and function normally.
Okay, I'm going to go in with bronzer. What do you have next?
Well, I was just going to say on the brows. I had my brows microbladed a long time ago, and so what I do is really, really easy. And there's a product called Just for Men, and that they used to tint their beards. My hairdresser turned me onto this a long time ago, and so I just about once a month I stick a little Just for Men on my brows, and that's it. I never touch them again.
Oh, I love that. And it's an easy process. You don't ever make a mistake, or it's not like it's
No,
easy to...
it's so easy because I just throw it on. I take a Q-tip and just do the right shape, get off on the excess product, leave it for 10 minutes, I'm done.
Oh, okay, I love
And
that.
for the rest of the month, I don't touch them.
They look great. Okay, so I'm using the powder bronzer in the lightest shade, and I'm using the BK Beauty 107 brush. This is the same brush that Jane used to apply her powder foundation. And I'm picking the bronzer up and I'm just pressing it on the skin. What I love about this powder bronzer is how silky and consistent it is. I feel like it applies, I usually like cream, I've been into cream bronzers and cream blushes lately because of how creamy and consistent they are. This powder, to me, applies and gives the same look as a cream does. It's just very, very seamless, very easy to blend out. It's not patchy. And then I like to sweep a little bit of bronzer around my hairline, kind of around the face. When I'm doing the hairline, you notice I'm really doing lighter, larger strokes, where on the cheek I was pressing because I wanted to deposit more product here. On the hairline, I want it to be very soft. I don't want it to be as pronounced. And then I'm gonna take a tiny bit and I'm just gonna do the side of the nose. I'm not contouring, but I do just wanna bring the bronzer all together so it looks more natural.
It's the same thing the concealer does down the middle of the nose. She's doing it with the bronzer. It's just making that a little bit lighter.
If you ever overdo bronzer too, which you know I do, especially with blush, or bronzer, you can always take the brush that you used for your foundation and you don't need to add product to it, but just take that and just bounce it around the areas that you want to maybe diminish or tone down a little bit, and that'll soften everything. It's like a little eraser. Perfect.
So I'm going to use my favorite, which is called Copper Wind. Again, it's yellow undertones, or let's call them golden undertones. Sounds a little bit more glamorous. And I'm putting a bit that puffs out is the apple. You don't want it any farther forward than the middle of the iris here. And today's look is to blend it sort of up and around the eye.
Do you find your blush placement has changed over the years?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, I think actually if makeup isn't current, it can be aging. So it's really important to stay up, not be trendy, but to absorb what the current looks are and adapt it for yourself. Not to be cookie cutter, to keep your own individuality, but it incorporates some of the modern look. Otherwise, it can add age to the face, and that's the last thing we need.
Can you imagine if we all did our makeup like they did in the 80s? Very different look.
Well, the 60s.
Okay, wow, that was a quick 10 minutes. Okay, so our next giveaway just ended. We are going to, Marie's gonna give us the winner. Who's the winner?
Yes, the winner is Rachel. She said, love the tip to start in an area where most coverage is needed. Why have I not thought about this?
Okay, Rachel. Is it just Rachel or is it, okay, just Rachel. So Rachel's beauty hack or beauty, something that she learned from this was starting in the area that you need the most coverage or most products. So congratulations, Rachel. If you can email us at vip@bkbeauty.com and send us all your info, we will confirm everything and we'll get your goodies out to you. So congratulations, Rachel. Okay, so the next giveaway we're about to queue up. And for this one, we might cycle back to comment with your favorite beauty hack. Okay, so we're back to the beauty hack. Leave us a comment with your favorite beauty hack, and we are starting the next giveaway. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my favorite blush. Do you know what it is?
It's a cream blush.
It's the cream blush, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guess what color?
It's probably the same one I picked.
It is! We should have compared notes before this. This is my favorite. If you know, comment what you think my favorite blush is. I know that balmy, yes, everyone's like balmy, balmy. I don't think I've talked about a product more on any of my content than this product. I love it. I love the formula of the blush sticks because they're pigmented but very blendable.
Yeah.
So they're not really sheer, but they're also not too pigmented. There's just the perfect amount, and I love this color. I feel like this pink peachy color just adds a youthful look to the skin. It's so beautiful. I love this. I just feel like this makes me look healthy. And
well, I've actually noticed over these last couple of days how great your cheeks always look.
well, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm using the N17 brush. I'm using the lighter side for cream or liquid products. And I always like to take and go directly to my brush versus to the skin. Unless I were using my fingers and I had a more kind of, you know, not so precise application, I could take the blush to my skin and use my fingers, but I always like to take the brush. And I always like to, like you said, start right on the apple of my cheek, and I like to press into my skin and kind of blend up a little bit and back. What I love about this color too is how buildable it is. You can really sheer it out if you want something really soft and just like a nice natural flush, but if you want to build it up, you can. And I'm probably going to come back to this, like you said, after eyes and add more. But
So when you're adding blush, if you have a really narrow face and you want to make it look a little wider, give the illusion of it being wider, then just move your blush out. Don't bring it into to underneath the iris. Just move it out here a little bit. That'll make this area again lighter and light things come towards us and stand out more. So, and if you have what you might think is your face, you want to narrow it a little bit, then you can bring the blush in a little more. So you're narrowing that aesthetic triangle.
I love it. I have a hard time because I want to see the blush. When I look in the mirror, I want to see it. And sometimes when I get my makeup done, they take it a little further back. And I don't see it as much, but it's probably,
Well, I don't think you need any of those tricks.
I do. I have a kind of wider, more round face. So I like anything I like
perfect to me.
know. Thank you. That
What
looks
brush are you using?
I'm using the N17. So this is a collaboration.
Is that this one?
No, that's the N15. So it's part of the same collection. We did a collaboration with Nikki
Oh.
LaRose, who you met this week.
Okay, yeah.
And she's a professionally celebrity makeup artist in LA. She does a lot of celebrities, does beautiful glam makeup. And we were big fans of hers, so we reached out to her, and she designed and created a set of 7 brushes.
Fantastic.
This is one of them. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm going to use this as well, but I'm so lazy. I do my so fast. So what I do is I just do a quick thump and a quick thump, and then I blend it with my fingers. And that's it.
I'm going to shift us a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Get you more in there. Okay, my husband's here. I just saw Paul comment.
Oh, okay.
Nancy's here. Okay, so Nancy, I have talked about you in our sweet phone call on this trip. Remember last one I was telling you at dinner?
Yes.
About the customer we
Yes.
spoke to? She's here.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Okay, so let's move on to eyes.
And can I just say that while I've still got this, because I'm so lazy, I use this on my eyes as well. So I've got it out and I put it over, I go like this with my finger and just rub it, do it a little bit on the lid.
I've never done that.
Oh,
I need to do that.
You mean I actually taught you something?
You did. You've taught me a few things today. You've taught me a few things. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the concealer, the Pure Match concealer on my eyes as kind of an eyeshadow primer. And I'm using the A506 brush, the concealer brush, to sheer this out and blend it, just to kind of brighten the eyelid and give something for the eyeshadow to adhere to. So I have a fun story. The eyeshadow look that I'm gonna be doing today is a palette called Storm Chaser. And the story behind Storm Chaser is when I walked into a Blue Mercury store, maybe 3 years ago. Do you know the story of how I introduced it?
I do.
I
yeah.
walked into a Blue Mercury store because I had a campaign with Blue Mercury. And you know, when I have a campaign, they say, go to the store, pick out your favorite products and create a video on them, or pick out some products. So I went in there. Sean from your team was there, who doesn't live in Austin, but he happened to be there visiting, training the Blue Mercury staff there. And I met him, and it was like, he was so magnetic. We just hit it off. He sat me down and introduced me to Pure Press Base, and he did my makeup with this palette. And I'll be honest, when I saw the colors in this palette, this is not something I would ever have like gravitated towards to buy for myself. But he did my makeup and it looked so beautiful. I bought this palette and I love it. It's definitely something that I never would have picked up, but I thought I would create that eye look to show you how wearable this is. If you're someone that likes more soft neutrals and you kind of tend to grab the same warm neutral palettes like me, this is fun. This is a fun little palette that you can mix up things with but still feel comfortable. So we're gonna create a look with this.
I can't wait to see it.
I know. So I'm gonna go in first and I'm gonna create a little bit of a crease. I'm gonna use this matte neutral shade right here, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna sweep this in my crease to create a little bit of definition there, but very soft. Whenever you're trying to apply eyeshadow very soft and sheer-like, take notice of where you're holding your brush. So the further you hold your brush back, the more movement that you'll have in your hand, the less pressure that you'll apply. If you get really choked up on your brush like this, you're gonna tend to have more pressure and you're not gonna have as sheer and seamless of a blend. So whenever you're trying to sheer shadows out, which I'm trying to do, hold it a little further back.
We have a question from Jennifer. What is the codes? How do we get the product discount?
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so thanks for asking that question, Jennifer. So the question is, what are the discount codes? So you guys can use Jane20 on both bkbeauty.com and janeiredale.com today so that you can shop anything that we're using and get 20% off. And that code is just something we're sharing here. We haven't shared that code anywhere else, so you guys are getting an exclusive discount. And then also we're doing giveaways every 10 minutes if you're just joining us. So we're giving away a Jane Iredale product paired with a BK Beauty brush. All you have to do right now, we're doing the comment your favorite beauty hack to be entered. So on your eyes, are you just doing balmy blush?
You know, you reach a certain age where eyes don't seem to like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I love to watch you do it, but I think I'm just going
Yeah.
to stick with that and put a little liner on and some mascara, and I'm sort of done.
Yeah, I actually, believe it or not, my makeup on a day-to-day is very simple. I look back how when I would do my eye makeup 15 years ago,
Right.
and it was...
Oh yeah, I used to do the false eyelashes, the liquid liner,
everything.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I think, how did I ever have the patience for that?
But I do think doing your makeup is such a moment of like self-care in a way. It's just time to yourself,
yeah, absolutely. And the studies have shown that the better we feel about the way we look, the stronger our immune system is. So it's really important for self-esteem. Everybody does everything better if they feel good about themselves.
Yeah. And just even taking that time to sit down, be by yourself, and do something creative, because makeup is an art. And
oh yes,
it's more than just putting products on to look better. It's actually an art, a creative expression. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this real pretty pink, kind of pearly shade, and I'm using the BK Beauty 203. And I'm loading the brush up. This brush is basically like your fingertip. It's dense, it's designed to pick up a lot of product and pack on a lot of product. And I'm gonna pack this all over the eyelid. This color is so pretty. And I feel like this shade kind of shifts depending on your undertones, because I've seen this on other people, and it's a little more of a warm pink, where here, to me, it is paired with this taupe, it is a little bit of a cooler look than I typically do. And I'm just gonna pack it on. There we go. Do you see what that does? And pink is a complementary color to green, which my eye color is green. Complementary colors, this might be a fun little nugget to pick up if you weren't aware of this. Complementary colors are colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel. And they really complement and emphasize the other color. So if you look at a color wheel, you've got green, and then you've got red on the other side of that. Well, pink is a version of red, and so it makes green pop in your eyes. So if you have blue eyes, colors with corals or orange or really warm shades can do that, make your eyes pop. And I'm gonna keep this look right here. I'm gonna keep it very simple. We're just gonna do these two shadows, a little liner, and a little mascara.
Can we repeat the code again?
Yes. Okay, so we have questions about the code. The code is Jane20, and you can use it on both websites, bkbeauty.com and janeiredale.com, and you get 20% off. Okay, we just found another winner. Who's the next giveaway winner?
The winner is Deborah Nelson. She said powder lips before lining and again after filling lip in with liner. I have color all day.
Okay, so Deborah Nelson?
Deborah Nelson.
Deborah Nelson, you're the winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Deborah.
So her beauty hack is powdering the lips before liner and then powdering again.
After the line.
Yes, I actually I started doing that because Nikki LaRose does that, and I was like, I'd have lunch with her. I'm like, how is your lipstick still on? And I thought powdering your lips, that sounds dreadful, but actually it's not, and it works.
All
it
right,
works so
let's
well.
do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of quick liner. What do I have here?
I've also seen a few people asking for shade matches. So if anyone is interested in a skin tuition shade match, they can email beautyadvisors@janeiredale.com.
Okay, awesome. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but I have Emma here from the Jane Iredale team, and they, if you want a shade match in any complexion products, you can email beautyadvisors@janeiredale.com, and their team can help match you. I think that you guys do Zooms, right? Or help? Yeah.
Virtual consultation, and yeah.
I have to say, your level of customer service is just unlike any I've ever seen, really. You have people available on the phone to talk, you have Zoom availability, like that's kind of a chat. I mean, you have it all. So you have a lot of help getting the right shade. How long is the discount available? Deborah, we're doing it through the duration of the live. We might try and sweet talk Emma to make us extend it through the day, but we'll see. Okay, oh, so Angela says, I remember Emma. Aw, would love to see more about the eye color sticks. Oh, eye color sticks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to use one
Perfect.
right now.
What are you using?
So I'm going to use, what is this one? This is a, what's that?
Americano.
Americano, okay. What's great about these sticks is that they have actually a little sharpener on the bottom. See, it just pulls out, and then you can actually sharpen the
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 tip.
tip.
Oh, so you can use it like liner.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to just use this as close to the lashes as I can get.
And we might need you to move a little more to me, Jane, to get in a,
like that.
yeah.
Okay, I can't see if I go too far.
Do you want me to hold this mirror for you?
Oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to try to almost like feel your lashes moving, so you know there's no space between the lash and the liner. And that looks awful right now. But I'm going to use this lovely little brush.
A little guy, yes, that's the 210.
This is a 210.
Yes.
And I'm going to blend it out a little bit.
Okay, while she's doing that, I want to mention the next giveaway is comment with something that makes you feel beautiful. So we're doing that one again. Comment with something that makes you feel beautiful. It can be makeup, it could be hair, it could be an outfit, it could be a person, it could be anything in nature. So comment with something that makes you feel beautiful. Jane has timeless beauty. Oh, that's sweet. She really does. Yeah.
I wish it were timeless. Thank you very much. But
So I took the shade bronze. So I'm using the same product that Jane used, but in the shade bronze to line my lower lash line. We had a masterclass here the other day, and I think half of the creators that were in this room asked for this shade. Can you bring me bronze? I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is a very, very easy wearable color. It's got a little shimmer to it, and it's this really beautiful bronze, but it's not too copper, it's not too taupey, it's kind of in between. It's really lovely. So this is what I use as my liner.
so what I want to say to you, any mature women watching, is that remember, up is young and down is old. So you want to take my trusty flock sponge, and when you've done your eyes with the shadow and the liner, just do that and take off anything that may have dropped down, and so everything is going up.
So I'm using the lash primer. The name is the Pure Lash Extender and Conditioner. My lashes are, I feel like they've been in this state forever. I was about to say they're like on a shed. You know, our lashes shed and they're on like a cycle, right? So some days you're like, oh, my lashes are full and thick, and then others you're like, where did all my lashes go? Well, I'm in that where did all my lashes go stage, so I'm adding some primer to just get a little more mileage out of my...
Great.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that in a minute. So this color called Saddle is really great for blue eyes. So brown, orange. This is, and Sean again told me about this one. So I'm just going to put a little bit here just because I'm fussing.
That is a pretty color.
And a little bit under the eye just to help try to make the blue a little bluer.
Uh-huh. That kind of burnt orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then make sure you take the brush and do a lot of blending.
Perfect. Okay, so I've got my lashes primed and conditioned. I'm going to go in with mascara, and we're going to be using different mascaras today. I'm going to use the Longest Lash Mascara.
Yeah.
I think you're using your new tubing mascara.
Well, I can.
Okay, look at the brush on this. It's got lots of volume. This really gives a very voluminous, dramatic lash. I'm not doing any liner on my top lid. I'm keeping liner free on top. So I really want to build a lot of volume at the base of my lashes so that it almost looks like liner.
And a hint on the lash conditioner, which I use every single day, but for years and years and years, I put the lash conditioner on, then I slap the mascara on top of it. Now what I do is I put the lash conditioner on, and then I do something else, like put my lip liner on, whatever, just so the conditioner dries, because I find I get so much more payoff, and the lashes separate nicely, and I wish I'd done that years ago. I don't know what took me so long to figure that out, but anyway, that's what I would recommend. Put the lash conditioner on first, give it a few moments to dry, and then put the mascara on.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip. I always usually go on when it's still wet. And it's probably very product dependent too. I've used lash primers before where you need to do it where it's still wet, because when it dries, you can't really separate.
Yeah. But I find that this way the lashes automatically separate. Don't ask me why.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is after I do this, I'm gonna go do my lips and I'm gonna come back and do that eye.
Okay. All right. So this is the tubing mascara, and I'm told that it doesn't need the lash conditioner underneath. Although I normally would wear the lash conditioner and the Longest Lash. So I'm going to try this and just to,
I'm gonna say something about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't, but this is my experience. So, because with tubing mascara, it's best to put it on a clean lash, right? Because it surrounds each lash with a tube and builds. But I'm not gonna fib. I came in the other day and I didn't remove all my mascara before the master class. And I was thinking, oh, I should do that before I put that tubing mascara. But I put that tubing mascara on top of a little bit of remnants of my other mascara, and it looked great.
it did?
And it removed well, and I didn't have any problems. So.
All right, so you know what, why don't I try the lash conditioner on one eye and not on the other, and see if we can see a difference.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back and do this after. I'm gonna wait for your, I'm gonna try your tip of making sure it's dry. All right, I'm gonna powder my lips. BK Beauty are the best I've ever used. Oh, thank you, Maria. Can you please show the lipsticks? Yes, we're getting to lips. What did Jane use for eyeliner shade? Sarah, she used Americano.
Americano and
Yes.
Saddle, I love these two together, especially for blue eye.
I'll show you guys. So this is what Saddle looks like. You can see it's a really pretty kind of peachy, neutral, burnt brown orange shade. And then Americano, which she used as eyeliner, which is a really rich coffee color. She used these two.
But don't forget, when you finish it all, just take your flock sponge or something and just clean up anything that may have dropped down, because keeping everything up is what lifts the eye and adds youth to the face.
It looks so pretty. Your makeup looks so pretty. So soft. I was a little worried when you were going to take this Americano to line your eyes, but it looks so thin. You really to get it tight.
Yeah, because this brush
Oh,
helped blend it
even
out
out,
so
yeah.
nicely. This brush. This
210.
is 210.
Okay, let's powder these lips. Oh my gosh, we have 650 people here watching us right now.
Hello, 650 people. We're honored that you're here.
I am
Thank
so
you.
honored, you guys. Thank you for being here. You know, to be honest, like I do lives on YouTube and they're always so fun, but this one feels a little more extra big, right? And I was nervous and I was, you know, all the things. So thank you for showing up and being amazing and keeping this so fun and welcoming and just thank you guys.
Yeah. It's wonderful to see these comments coming in live time. I know you're there and we're all girls together. It's great.
Okay, I'm gonna powder my lips and I'm gonna use the Pure Pressed base to powder my lips. And because this is a powder foundation, you're gonna see that it actually kind of covers my lips. It creates a really even base for my lip liner. And I'm gonna do quite the lip combo. I did this the other day in the master class and I loved it. So I'm actually gonna use 2 lip liners to line my lips.
Ooh.
First I used Spice, which is my favorite.
Yeah.
And after I did, okay, it's time for another winner. Okay, I'm gonna let Maria find the winner. I'm gonna finish talking about my lips. So I used Spice the other day in our master class here because that's the one I love. And then everyone else started using Terracotta and loving it and talking about it. And I don't think I've used Terracotta. It's just not one that I grabbed. So I added this to the look. I lined the lips and kind of contoured the lips with Terracotta. And I loved it and the color lasted all day. So that's what we're gonna do today. Oh! Okay, Maria, who's our winner?
The winner is Kelly Poe. She said, I feel beautiful when I put effort into my appearance, makeup, clothing, jewelry, etc. It just makes me have the best day.
I love that. Okay, Kelly
Pope.
Pope. Kelly Pope said that she feels beautiful when she takes time to do her makeup, her hair, her outfit, her jewelry. Isn't being a woman just so fun? We're so lucky.
It's
that
about
we get
feeling the best you can be.
Yes.
And that makes a huge difference to the way we do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done focus groups where people say, even if I'm staying at home and I'm working on a computer all day, if I'm doing it in my pajamas, I don't do as well as if I just take a shower, get myself ready, and sit down, and then I'm
ready.
Then
Yes.
I'm the best me, best version of me.
I agree. That's a good thing to remember. Okay, so Kelly, email us at vip@bkbeauty.com and we'll get all your info and we'll get your Jane Iredale and your BK Beauty goodie in the mail. Thank you so much, Kelly. Everyone congratulate Kelly. Kelly Pope, congratulations. Okay, so we are going to kick off our next giveaway, you guys. Our next 10-minute giveaway. This one will be favorite kind quote to say to yourself. Ooh, I love this. This is a new one. So drop a comment with something kind that you either like to think to yourself or say out loud to yourself. And that'll be our next prompt for the giveaway. So something kind that you say to yourself. I love that. That's a good one, Maria.
I like that one.
Okay, let's go. Are you ready?
I am.
For lips. Okay. I'm gonna start with Terracotta and then I'm gonna fill in with Spice.
I'm going to start with Terracotta too if I can get that. Yeah.
This color is so pretty.
So we talked about brows. You don't want them totally like twins because that looks fake. And lips the same thing. But there is a little trick to getting, especially if you have trouble lining. So you can just put a little pencil mark at the top of the bow, each bow, like that, just there and there. And then follow that down over on there and there. And then join the dots.
Oh, I love
And
that.
it gives you a more, and you watch, Lisa, she's not doing a line like this, she's doing little dashes, and that's,
Yeah, kind of sketching.
yeah, sketching it in.
Okay. Do you have any tips for preventing your lipstick from feathering?
Well, because I use, which I'm going to use today, Forever Red, which is really a stain, so I never get feathering.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Also, putting a little powder would prevent feathering because powder kind of will work as a little border around your lips. So whenever that creamy lipstick or that creamy gloss tries to migrate, that powder is gonna say, nope, not here, not
Yeah.
today.
Find another set of lips.
Oh my gosh, I love terracotta. I'll be honest though, terracotta on me doesn't look like what I would imagine a terracotta color looking. That's why I probably haven't grabbed it, because by the name,
Right.
I think that it's gonna be different than it looks
More
on me.
orange, maybe.
Yes.
And when you line the lips, leave the center of the lower lip
There.
free,
Uh-huh.
because it said light comes towards you and dark recedes. So to give yourself a little extra pout, just leave some,
that-
don't pencil that in.
Yeah, creates more volume.
Okay, small volume.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. When I used to work for Mac, one of the training segments that we had in every like new hires, week-long training was that exact, that light and brightness reflects light, darker matte shades recede light. So when you're trying to create definition, like in your crease or in your cheekbone, that's why you're using matte products that are a little bit darker than your natural skin tone. And when you're trying to create like volume and give the appearance of something coming, more forward, you use light and bright shadows with even a little bit of a pearl or a little bit of a shimmer. And they don't even necessarily have to have a pearl or shimmer. They can still be matte, but the idea is that they need to be lighter and brighter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going in with Desert Rose. This is part of your newer-ish Color Luxe
Yes,
lipsticks. These
yes.
launched a year ago or so.
A couple years
Yeah,
ago, but that
couple
was
years
not
ago.
last
I have no concept of time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
oh,
time
it's
is
6
going,
months ago. It was 2 years ago. Yeah.
gets faster and faster and faster. So.
Okay, so Color Luxe lipstick in the shade Desert Rose. And this is a really pretty, kind of mauve-y, easy, everyday shade. I used to do wedding makeup in another lifetime, and I kind of had a go-to lip color for brides, and this would have been in my kit if this were around back then. This is nice. It has a lot of pigment, very creamy, very hydrating. It has a little bit of a satin finish, not super glossy, not matte, just a really nice little bit of shine. And you can layer it and build it up, or if you want to do a light swatch and then tap it with your finger, you can kind of get more of a sheer wash of color on the lip. So it's a lot of versatility in this color. I love seeing everyone's I am beautiful, I am enough, I have nothing to prove, nothing to hide. I love that, Lorraine. This is not easy, but you are strong. I love that. I love all of these kind words that you guys say to yourself. My spirit is beautiful. I love that. Can I share, I know you're about to talk, but I want to share one thing that I did this like big self-development retreat a couple years ago, and it was all, I walked away from it at the end of it, just like having a love and acceptance for myself that I just had never felt before. And one thing that they told, one thing they told us to do that I had never done before, and when I did it, and when I still do it to this day, it just brings me to tears, is to like look in the mirror at yourself, like look in your eyes, look in the mirror and look directly in your eyes. Don't look at your mouth, don't look at your, like look directly in your eyes and just say, I love you. I love you, and just say that over and over again. It will bring you to tears.
Oh yeah,
It does.
yeah, and mean it. Yeah, there is
Yes,
a point where
yes.
you say it enough that you actually know that you mean it, and that is transforming.
Yes.
So when I've got the terracotta on, I'm going, what I find about it is as women get older, they kind of shy away from lip color, and really it's so important. It just adds a life to the face. So don't be afraid of lip color. And what I love is this product called Forever Red, which is a stain. It's in every bag I have. I wear it every single day because it doesn't go anywhere and it stays on. And it doesn't take much. So I can make it look much brighter, or I can just make it look softer. So I've got terracotta pencil and just kind of go over it with the...
Is it hydrating or?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's creamy, but it's a stain. I don't quite know how we did it, but
you did it.
it is one of our best sellers. So that was not much.
And it does. I wouldn't even say that's red. I don't wear red lipstick, so I wouldn't have grabbed that if I knew, like, if I thought it was red.
It's more corally, really, but it's my absolute go-to. And then I've got 2 glosses, so if I'm really gussying myself up, I put this in a little bit of the lower lip, and voila.
I'm doing the Color Luxe gloss in the shade All Natural. I should know this. I wear this one all the time. All Natural, Nectar, and Flush. If you go to Jane's site and you're taking advantage of that 20% discount code today, and you want a good gloss, you can't go wrong with Nectar. I'll show you. I'll swatch this on my hand for you. This is Nectar.
It needs to bring my glasses.
That's All Natural too.
Oh
Yeah,
same one.
All Natural, which is what I just applied.
Yeah.
What I love about these is they have a good amount of pigment. They're not super sheer, but so you can wear them by themselves and you'll have color on the lips, but you can also pair them on top of a lipstick because they're not going to completely opaque out your lipstick, if that makes sense. You'll still see a little bit of your original color coming through. Super shiny, weightless. They have like this mirror-like, glass-like shine. They feel incredible. So these two,
And
this
they're
is
not sticky.
Not sticky. This is Nectar. This is All Natural, which is what I have on. And then there's another one, Flush. So if you want to grab a couple of shades, those would be my top pick recommendations.
Yeah,
I
I
love
agree.
those.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go back and do that last eye with mascara. I don't want to forget that. Let's go out. So I waited for the primer to dry. That was Jane's trick, was to let the primer completely dry before you go and apply mascara. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's already building. I already feel like that looks like
Oh yeah.
even more than I have here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I am not even done. That's just one little coat. I love this mascara. I love a good volumizing mascara. I mean, everyone wants volume and length, right? But if there's one that it leans more towards, for me, it has to be volume. I would rather have really rich, thick-looking lashes than long, thin lashes.
I agree.
So pretty. So you're all done, huh? Your makeup's all done?
As done as I'm ever going to be.
Yeah. Well, you look beautiful. Thank you.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to work on that, accepting compliments. You know, usually it's our nature to say, oh no, no.
Oh no,
I
no,
know.
not really. Yeah.
I know. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the difference between the eyes. The mascara. Do you guys see that? Same products. The only thing I changed was I implemented Jane's trick, which was letting the primer dry completely before applying mascara. I mean, I can definitely tell that these are longer. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah. And thicker.
And thicker.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just had a giveaway go off. Who is the winner, Maria?
The winner is Sarah Vowell.
Sarah Powell or
Vowell.
Vowell. Sarah Vowell.
And she said, oh wow, me realizing I don't say anything kind to myself. Well, maybe this is why I'm here today.
Aw.
You'll start today. You are a helper and encourager.
Aw, that's lovely. Congratulations, Sarah. Everyone give a congratulations to Sarah. So Sarah, email us at vip@bkbeauty.com and we will get all the information we need from you and we will get your goodies off to you. Okay, well, we are done. I think we should stand for just a couple minutes and answer some questions.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
you know,
let's do it.
we still have so many
Let's
people
chat.
here. Yes. Okay, so if you have recently joined us, this is Jane Iredale. She's the founder of Jane Iredale. I didn't even give you a proper introduction at the beginning of this. I'm just realizing that. I felt like you didn't need one, but I'm going to give that to you now. So this is Jane Iredale. She's the founder of Jane Iredale Cosmetics, a skincare makeup brand. They have been around for over 32 years. You are the original clean beauty brand.
Yes.
You were doing clean beauty before it was even a trend.
Before it was called Clean Beauty.
Yes, yeah. And I'm here in Great Barrington, the Berkshires, in their offices. So we just started makeup, we're getting ready. We have an exclusive discount code, you guys. It's Jane20, and you can use that on everything that we used in today's video. Everything's gonna be listed and linked in the description box. So that means everything on bkbeauty.com and everything on janeiredale.com. And by the way, this code, we've only shared it in this live. So this code is not in an email, it's not on social media, it's just here. It's kind of our thank you to joining us.
Yes.
And I just got word that we will extend the Jane 20% off on BK Beauty throughout the day today. So if you're watching this live later today when we're not live, and by the way, today is Thursday, August 21st. So if you happen to join us later, you can still take advantage of that on BK Beauty. And
We're extending it on Jane Iredale too.
Okay.
So continue Jane 20.
Jane 20,
The
okay.
rest of the day. And again, if you need help with shade matching or anything, beauty advisors at janeiredale.com.
Okay, so Jane Iredale is going to extend that code too, guys. So you can use Jane 20 on their site today. It'll not be available tomorrow. Everything ends today. And if you need help with like a foundation match or a concealer match or anything that's more shade specific for you, you can email beauty advisors at janeiredale.com, and they can help get you taken care of to get the right shade for you. So
And they really are really good advisors. They've all been trained, they know what they're doing,
Yes.
they know all the products, so you can feel safe.
yes, that's
And
what
they actually pack the boxes to make sure you get what you ordered.
Yeah. We had a tour of the distribution fulfillment center here, and got to meet your team. And most of them have been here for many years. And they were telling us about the process of being trained as a beauty advisor. It's to make sure that they are knowledgeable and able to recommend.
And it's a great stepping stone for the rest of the company, because those people who are with us for a long time, they really understand the products. They know our customers, and so a lot of them have moved up into marketing and PR and so on. It's a wonderful place to start and learn.
Yeah, that's a great. Okay, so let's see some comments or any questions. Everyone's saying thank you. Everyone's saying thank you, beautiful ladies. Oh, thank you guys for being here. This was just such a fun live.
it
This was
was.
your first live, right?
My first live.
You're a natural, Jane. Don't you guys think she should do more of these? Jane it's been such a pleasure being here.
No. It's been wonderful having you here this week. Really, I'm sorry about the rain yesterday, but the rest of the week's been
Really,
great.
really
Yeah,
great. And I actually enjoyed the rain yesterday because I needed to kind of
chill out a bit.
I needed to
Yeah.
get some rest. Does anyone have any questions? You guys have any questions? We'll stick around for another couple minutes.
He was asking if they can rewatch this. So
Oh,
they
yes,
can
okay.
rewatch the replay.
Yeah, so yes, this is going to be live on my YouTube channel going forward, so you can recatch this at any time. And again, love your Jane Iredale products, thank you. So again, if you are watching this later today on Thursday, August 28th, you can still take advantage of the Jane 20% discount code on BK Beauty and on also janeiredale.com. So
August 21.
21. Oh, August 21. Okay, what did I say? 20?
28.
Okay, 20. Okay, 21. I'm a week ahead or a week behind. I don't know. Someone wants to see Cookie.
Cookie is 15 and a half, and she is still doing great.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
When I got to your house, what was that the other day? That was the first I was looking for her. Like I was like, where is she? She's so cute.
And
I
for
love
those-
she just trots out of the
I know.
house and stands at the top of the stairs, and she kind of looks around about
yeah.
everyone, like what's going on? But then she turns around, and she goes back in.
Shall we talk about the books?
Yes, talk about the books.
So I've written 2 children's books about her, and the idea is to help children get familiar with the natural world, understand animals through this adorable dog. So the first one's called Cookie and Poco, and the second one is Cookie and Poco Save the Day.
Poco or Coco?
Poco.
Okay, Cookie and Poco.
Poco, and then Cookie and Poco Save the Day, and maybe I should.
We'll link it
We'll
in.
do a giveaway of one of the books. Yeah, how
Yes,
about that?
that'd be great. We could definitely do that. And we can
Okay.
also link it in the description box. You're sold on Amazon, right? You sold on
Yeah,
Amazon?
yeah.
Okay, Emma, can you maybe email Michelle with that link and we'll put it in the
They're
description
good. The
box?
age range, it's like 4 to 8 around there. We're trying to get kids to understand they're part of a natural world and how important that is.
And animals.
Yeah, and animals, kindness to animals.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I know. I think
Kindness
it's
to
important that kids are connected and, have
Yeah.
animals in their life, some type of pet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I know. Okay, what else do we want to share? Anything? The giveaway. Yes, we're gonna do a giveaway for the book. Okay, so let's do a giveaway for the book. What should people comment. Maybe the name of your pet or the name of your childhood pet or just a name. Drop it in comments and we'll pick a winner. We'll pick a winner in a couple of minutes and give away one of Jane's
Well,
books.
let's do why having empathy for animals is important.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Why having empathy for animals is important. So if you will drop those, oh, everyone's dropping Hampton, my hamster, Oreo, and Lucia. Oh, how cute. Okay, so let's leave a comment on why it's important to teach kids to have empathy for animals. Okay, you go first. Why do you feel that's important?
Because it connects them to a natural world. It's an easy way of connection to know that humans aren't the be all and end all, that we've got a whole natural world around us that is actually would thrive without humans on the planet. I mean, I read something the other day that really blew me away, which was if you eliminated every insect on the planet would die. If you eliminated every human on the planet would flourish. And that got me thinking. So that connection with the natural world and understanding empathy and kindness and also discipline, how you train an animal in a kind way is so important for the rest of your life. And it also helps you when you are managing people to understand how you can do it in a kind and effective way.
I think when I think about that question, I think it's important to learn compassion for something that is so helpless that you can,
Vulnerability. Yes.
And also I think one of the lessons that I learned from my dogs is that, you know, the love that you feel and they feel for you is just incredible, but you can't speak or communicate. And outside of, you know, just like you can feel that love without words.
Well, I think that's a really important point, that you can communicate feelings without words. And they do that so well, just with body motions, with their eyes, with the way I mean, what's better than having a dog snuggling up next to you in complete trust? It's a wonderful feeling, and I think it's great for kids to have that connection.
And dogs seem to always know when you're sick or you're not feeling
Yes,
well.
yes,
You know,
yes.
They won't leave your side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very, very intelligent, very emotional. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pick a winner. We're gonna give away your books.
Two. Okay, one copy of each.
Okay, we'll pick two winners. Or you want to pick one? We'll pick two winners, and we'll give
2 books to each.
Okay, 2 books to each. Maria, can you help us pick 2 winners?
Yes. Okay, let's.
Cats do too. Yes, they do.
Cats do too.
Yes.
Okay, we have Harriet Lovejoy. Animals are pure innocence and make someone learn compassion, empathy, and unconditional love.
And that's Harriet Lovejoy.
Harriet Lovejoy.
Harriet Lovejoy. Congratulations.
That's
So
great.
email us at vip@bkbeauty.com and send us your mailing address and all the info we'll get, and we'll get your books out to you. We'll get that to Jane to send to you.
And then the second one is Karen Weiss. Because they are so trusting and provide unconditional love to us, we should do the same in return.
Oh, and that's Karen
Karen Weiss.
Okay, you're the other winner.
Great, Karen.
Yes, so email vip@bkbeauty.com and we will get all your info and get your books out. I want to say this would be a great gift for kids or for grandchildren.
Oh, absolutely, for grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do love the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some from my nieces and nephews. Okay, ladies, well, thank you so much for being here. I hate to say goodbye.
Yeah,
This has
me
been
too.
so fun.
It has been so much
We'll
fun.
have to do this another
Thank
time.
you.
We will.
Thank
I'll
you.
just bring you to Austin, come to my neck of the woods.
Okay, definitely.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. One last mention that you can use Jane20 on both JaneIredale.com today and then also on bkbeauty.com today to get 20% off site-wide. And that is only for people that are seeing this video. That is nowhere else. So it's very special. Thank you, Jane Iredale team, for giving that to us. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I hate to say goodbye. You guys have been amazing. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.